Okay, we're back with another Champions game. This time, the last scenario to look at on the cards, which is Super-Skrull by Kazusav. It comes with a couple of module sets. So we're just doing normal standard, but there's a standard Skrull in the set. It's also Super-Skrull War and the Army of Skrulls. The Super-Skrull War has a permanent setup on there. Basically, if this has any amount of threat, basically, it gains Crisis. After a card from the Super-Skrull War encounter is revealed, place 2 threat here. I'll probably forget this at some point, but I'll do my best to remember. We've already set up the Superpower deck, and then we place it next to the encounter deck. Reveal the top card of the Superpower deck. So he'll be shifting between these superpowers, and then once the step 2 of the villain phase, and when they attack or scheme, we're going to shuffle those attachments back in and reveal the top card again. Okay, so let's go start. We're going to be playing Black Widow and X-23. And I think we're going to have Black Widow go first. We're going to put an alter ego. Black Widow's Injustice. It's just a slightly modified precon, to be honest, because the precon was pretty great. So I don't really want to change it too much. And then we've got Laura Kenny, X-23. She's just in an aggression deck I've just randomly put together, so we'll see if it's actually any good. So yeah, we'll draw the 6 cards here. It's a bit early for Winter Soldier, probably. Yeah, unfortunately. Don't need 2 counterintelligence. Don't need 2 intelligence. So there we go. 3 cards. We can get a corner down early, which will be nice. Okay. Over here, we get to draw 6 cards. Okay, we've got a critical conditioning early, which is nice. We don't need Sisterly Bond right now. Yeah, we're going to draw 4 more. Okay, so let's get started. We've got one of our upgrades through. We've got endurance. Probably got like almost every upgrade in support. Okay. So, Black Widow first. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get down her gauntlet. And we're going to exhaust that to put in. And we're going to spend intelligence to put in counterintelligence to draw a card. Then I'm going to use Dance of Death to put in target acquired. And then I'm going to flip up. I'm going to forward to 2 to get rid of this. Okay, we're not fought in the main team, so we're okay from that. So we're going to look at Aurora's turn. So we can shuffle back Honey Badger or the Sisterly Bond event into our deck to draw a card. So we'll go with Sisterly Bond. And draw 1 card. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to spend 1 to get Adamantium Lacing down. I'm going to spend 1 to do Weapon X. Yeah, I think so. So we take damage and discard until we get to an identity specific card, which we do, we get to Sisterhood. Very quickly. Problem is that's a really important card for X-23. I'm going to spend 2 to put Sisterhood down. And we've got no threat on the main scheme. We could go up to 12. I think we're just going to sit and heal. We're going to heal back all that 1 that we spent for Weapon X, and we're just going to leave our turn there. So we're going to ready. We're going to draw 5 more here. And we're going to draw 4 more here. Okay, so I've got some more preparations. Okay, so 1, 2. His attacks gain piercing, that's fine. We are going to defend though because he is attacking for free. Take a damage. He is attacking here. Scheming here, sorry, for 1, 2. It's not an attack, but we are going to trigger a counterintelligence to stop that, which deals him with damage using Black Widow's ability. And then it's the end of step 2, so this gets shuffled back in, and we'll get to reveal the top one. So spend a resource of any type to attack, and he gets +1 scheme. And we're getting character cards. Side scheme. After a card into play under any player's control, gives a villain a face down boost card. All that sort of thing. Attach them in with the highest points, yep. Right, a copy of Invisible Force Field attached. Sounds like you've Rhino armor type cards, so that's fine. Let's make sure we're on clickable counters. Okay, so it is Aura's turn first. She only has 1 attack at the moment. Take a damage and discard till we get an identity card. We do there. This is full fight. Okay, we're going to flip up. We're going to spend Quick Strike to do Claw Mastery. We'll get +2 attack, so we're currently on 3 attack. Until the end of the round. When X23 makes basic fort, which we're going to do now, we get +X4 equal to attack. So she's actually forting for 5 right now. So that's going to get rid of this. Then we're going to use Marrow, get out Grim Resolve. We're going to take a damage using a course to ready her. So now we've got 5 attack. So we are going to attack, but we have to discard an extra resource because of this to deal 5 damage. Okay. Widow. We are going to flip down. We're going to put out Grappling Hook and draw a card. We're going to use our Gauntlet to put out Spycraft. We're going to use Quake to put out Widow's Bite. And that's Widow's turn done. Four cards here. 1-2. He's attacking here for 2, plus a boost card. We're going to defend. We actually fully defend, which isn't really what we wanted. And then he's going to scheme here for 2. We can't do anything to help it, so 1, 2, 3. And discard top 2 cards of the deck. This unfortunately is a hero response, so we can't use it. Then this gets shuffled back in. Oh, my bad. Should have done it to the invisible force field. Should have got discarded. That was the 5 damage from X23's attack. Dancing Cat cards. Shadow of the Bass. Lady Death Strike. Each enemy gains retaliate 1. 6 threat. Shuffle that in. It's all coming for X23 today. To be fair though, that's not the worst because we didn't have Honey Badger anyway, so. It's Black Widow first. I'm going to spend 1 to get out Tacopatics. Draw us a card. Oh, that is. Did I get? I didn't get one of these out. I'm guessing that means I didn't shuffle either. Let's still get that one out. Okay. Okay, I want the safe house out, so I'm going to do 1 to get the safe house out, exhaust this, grab counterintelligence, to play counterintelligence, and then we're going to spend 3 to do covert ops. So we'll remove 4 threat from a scheme. We're actually going to remove it from here. And confuse. And then we're going to flip up. We're going to fort for 2 to get rid of this. And then X23. Struggling to get this guy out. Got 1, 2, 3. We can get this out, which means she's attacking for 2. And then I can give it to 4, but it's not quite enough to kill. Right, if instead I spent 1 of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we won't do the 5 damage in one go, I think is the thing. So if I spent 1 on that and then spend these 2 to get that out, yeah. That would mean I take a damage from Grim Resolve, so I'm not ready. But I do get +3 attack, +3 hit points. And I did Core Mastery, so I've got 2 extra attack this turn. I don't think that was very clear what I did, but that is what I did, and I think the math works out. She's got 2 attack, and she gained 2 attack this turn. So she's on 4 at the moment. She gains 3 extra hit points because of aggressive conditioning, so she's able to do 13 max. She's then going to take another damage, so she's now attacking for 6, which will take out this guy. And she has the player who defeated this discards top card in your turn deck. There's no boost icons on there, so that's fine. I don't have anything for that. No. I did forget to retaliate though, so I'm just going to do that now. And I should have got 2 extra hit points from this as well. Okay, do I want to flip down? Kind of, because at some point I'd like Honey Badger out, but I don't think I need it right now, so I think we're going to leave it. Okay, so that's both of them done. So we're going to draw 5 here. We're ready, and we're going to draw 5 here. So 1, 2. We're actually going to prevent that using counterintelligence, which deals him with damage. Then he's going to attack here for 2. We're going to defend, taking 2 damage. Then he's attacking here. We're going to defend again. Hopefully he does more than 2 damage this time. Yep. So 1, 2, and then we're ready because we took damage. Encounter card. I forgot to do this bit. Yeah, well, we got it. Okay, we're just seemingly he's just liking to be invisible. And reveal, place 2 threat on each side scheme in play. 1, 2. It's not one of these ones, so that's fine. And we top card of the Super-Skrull deck. Now we've got both of these in play. When Super-Skrull attacks, give him an additional boost card for this activation. His attacks gain overkill. Okay. We're going to fort for 2 to get rid of this. Okay, 1, 2 to get out combat training. See what we can do. We're going to drag this over and sort her out. So not that. So she's a 6, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay. One, 2, 3. Okay, so I haven't quite got enough to kill him yet. There's one way we could do that. Probably should have used Widow's Bite, but never mind. So we're going to attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to take a damage, which will us ready, and then we've got +2 attack until the end of the round. Isn't actually what I wanted to do, but so we're just going to fort for 2 off of the main. Reason being is we're going to spoil them for. Is that really worth it? No, I think I'm going through too many hoops there. So we're just going to attack for 5 here. So 1, 4 overkill. Well, we don't have overkill, but 4 excess. And we've got a moment of triumph to heal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to place poison for a fight. Discard cards from top of the in-hand deck until you discard a minion. Just going to move these out of the way. Come on. There we go. And we put that minion into play, engage with you. It's not revealed, so I think it skips that. So we're ready. Not revealed here, so we don't have to do his well revealed effect. We will. Do we need to order his fight? Not really sure that was worth it, to be honest, because now all I'm going to do is hit him in the face. I'm not sure that actually did anything for us. We're just going to attack for 5, get rid of him. Yeah, that was not worth it. Unless we just... You know what, we're going to flip down here, aren't we? Well, I can. We're going to attack for 5, but then we have to spend a resource. So we're going to use Grim Resolve to spend a resource. Down to 20. Widow will have used her Widow's Bite to stun, dealing 2 damage. And we get to deal with damage elsewhere, and we're just going to do it here. Okay. I'm going to flip down as Widow, because I think we're done here. We're going to grab this. We don't really need Coulson right now, because we're doing okay on that front. These are basically the same. So we're going to spend 1, 2... Wait, what am I doing? Spend 1 on... Spend 1, 2 on counterintelligence. Draws a card. Then I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 on covert ops. It's 4 threat removal and confuse the villain. He's already confused, but the 4 threat removal is pretty good for us here. And then that's them done. So I've got it ready. Put 5 more cards here. Put 5 more cards here. Okay, so it's 1, 2. He's attacking here with 2 base cards. We're going to defend. Okay. Discard a card at random from your hand. Take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Which means we can ready. Gets +1 boost icon for each super. So actually, he's only hitting us for 4, so we take 2. We do get to retaliate 1. Then this guy attacks, he's stunned. We're getting a counter guard each, but first we need to do this. And he's confused against Widow. Right, there we go. And then we need to do this. So we get this one. Not too bad. And then it's in counter cards. If Super-Skrull has the following superpower attached, we have Pyrokinesis. Take 3 indirect damage. Okay, just 3 damage basically. Gang up, so Surge. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Can get rid of target acquired because we've got 1 in our hands. Okay, so Natasha is going first this time, so Miss Gauntlet, target acquired, draw a card. We're going to heal for 3, 1, 2, 3. Exhaust safe house. I think we're actually looking, oh no, we'll grab a, oh, we've already got counterintelligence. Yeah, we'll just grab a random one. I don't think we need anything specific here. And then we're going to flip up. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, I think, to get out Queen Carrier. No, okay, we haven't got enough to do that and get out the synth suit as well as something else, so without doing this, so. Okay, so that is her turn done. She's kind of set up ready to save us some problems next turn. Okay, so we've got 3 attack. Don't have, we have precision strike, which would be nice. So let's just go ahead and use precision strike. So we'll kill this guy. And heal 2. Then we're going to attack for, wait, no, we're going to take a damage. Which means we're now attacking for 5. Using this. So we're down to 13. But then we can't ready again. Oh no, we've got spoiling for a fight. Spoil for a fight. Okay, it's not revealed, but we do get to ready. We are going to play Puncture Wound on Super-Skrull as soon as we've hit him. So he's going to have -1 attack against Black Widow, and he'll deal 3 damage to him at the end of the round, basically. We're then going to fit down and heal for 6. Back up to 12, which means this gets discarded. And this gets discarded. And then we're going to shuffle Honey Badger in, which has us draw a card, which isn't going to do anything really for us. Okay, we could whip X and try and get her out, but we don't need to do that. Okay, so we're going to ready. I'm going to draw 5 here. Okay, we've got a healing out, which is a big one. We're ready and draw 5 here. Get a card card. Okay, so 1, 2. He's attacking for 2 because he's got the -1 here. We're going to defend. So he's hitting for 3. If you do fully defend, we could cancel the boost, but we don't actually care about that boost, so I'd rather not. Yeah. Then he's attacking, he's scheming here. So we're probably going to pop counterintelligence here for 2. Okay, we're going to pop a couple of things here. We're going to pop target acquired, which means we get to deal damage to him. And we're going to do counterintelligence to stop all that scheme from going on. So we're not thwarting the main scheme. We're just preventing the damage, so we're just going to deal damage here. Okay, then this guy's going to scheme for 2. Then some card cards. Okay, attached to Super-Skrull. Reveal top card of the super deck, discard. Okay, oh sorry, this needs to get shuffled in, and we should be getting a new one. Keep forgetting to do that. So we've got Rock Mimicry again, so we get an extra Super-Skrull when he attacks. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Each fish resource discard this waste under character you control. Each mental confuse. I didn't discard a fist. I don't know why I stunned myself there. Okay. Yeah, and reveal top card of the Super deck. So I'm just going to put this here, I guess, for now. So you can store and his attacks game ranged. Okay. That's not as good because she does have retaliate, but it's not major. Okay. So it is always turn first. Player phase is beginning, so we deal 3 damage here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, also because I did those preps, I can exhaust the synth suit too early. Yeah. So a bit delayed on that one. Okay, so we could get to a higher health, but I don't think we need to. I'm going to Weapon X, take a damage. Which might be a mistake looking at this. Yep. Just taking a damage for no reason. And we're going to flip up. I think. Yep. I'm going to spend. First of all, I'm going to take a damage, so we're back up to 5. I'm going to spend 1. 2. To get out. Pain tolerance. After you play, including this one, heal 1 damage. So now we can actually start getting the damage healing out. Thing is, I kind of want to smash the problem out. Honey Badger is very, very good. Because that'll be 5 threat removal. Thinking about it, I hadn't readied off of any of these, so before I did that, I'm going to have gone rid of this guy. And then readied. And then played Pain Tolerance using this to ready. Okay, so if we're going to do that, we use Smash the Problem to remove 5 threat. Just down to 4. We're going to hold on to regenerative longevity because I think we're going to need it, and Honey Badger as well. Do we reveal top card of the Super deck? I think we do that after she takes her turn, possibly. Although she hasn't got a lot she can do, so. Yeah, I think we're just going to thwart with Widow. We can call on the action from X23 at any point, so we can see what she gets down. We're going to use Queen Carrier to get down a Gauntlet. We're going to use the Safe House to get Counterintelligence to our hand. We're going to use both of these to get out a Counterintelligence and draw a card. We're going to use Nick to get out Attack Acrobatics. We're going to use Grappling Hook to get out Widow's Bite. Okay, So that's Widow's turn done. We are going to do this. Does mean we're going to get hit pretty hard on X23, but I think that's okay. We're going to ready. We're going to draw 5 more here. Ready. And draw 3 more here. Okay, so 1, 2. He's attacking here with 2 boost cards and 3 attack. So we're definitely defending. They're doing 4 attack. It's an attack, so actually hits 6 attack. We're defending for 2. Yeah, she has nothing that she can do in Alter Ego. So just taking 4 damage. Does mean we're ready. Then he's skimming here for 2. Reveal this card. Unfortunately, we can't stop that. Search your deck, discard bar in hand for an ally and place it beneath the scheme. Because we can just get back into play in a second, so. Yeah. And then we shuffle all these back in. And we draw one out. Okay. Then it's encounter cards. If you make some defended attack, we discard top card of a deck and bad things happen. Discard top 2 cards of our deck. They are a fist and an energy, so we get stunned, which is very unfortunate. When defeated, discard cards from the top of your deck until an attachment is discarded, reveal that card. Okay. Right, so it is Widow's turn first. Actually, I was probably going to stop some of that threat, but never mind. Widow's Gauntlet is going to do Prism Dust. Draws me a card. Do a Dance to Death, which is pretty interesting here. We could get rid of all of these minions quite easily, which I think is probably a good idea. We're going to grab Grappling Hook. We're going to use Grappling Hook. We're going to use Widow's Gauntlet to get out target acquired. We're then going to use Quake to get out Widow's Bite. And then we're going to got enough to save one. But okay, so we do need to remove some threat as well. So I'm going to thwart for 2 off of here. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to Dance to Death, which is going to be this here. So we're going to do 1 damage, 2 damage, and 3 damage. So we're going to do 1 damage here, 2 damage here, which means we do have to discard until an attachment is revealed. Attach to your identity. When your turn ends, discard and take 4 damage. Okay, that one's pretty hard. And then 3 damage here. Okay, Widow's going to be taking some damage this time by the looks of it. When you reveal an encounter card, we could discard it and get rid of it. Otherwise, it's probably the best turn for it. God knows what else comes out of it. We'll be alright, it's only 4 damage. We'll flip down the next turn anyway. Yeah, so that's both of them dead. And Widow is done. So turn ends, so she takes 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's X23's turn. We're going to attack to get rid of a stunt. We're going to spend 1. Did not mean to drop that into the Nether sphere. There we go. 1. Yeah, kind of want a fort though. I do want a fort. Definitely to get this guy out. Okay, we're going to use puncture wounds and wind resolve, which already is dealing as a because it deals as damage to get out honey badger. Okay, then we're going to fort for 2 plus our 3 attacks, that's 5 to defeat this scheme. We put the ally beneath the scheme into play under its owner's control. So Nick goes under the owner's control, and we can either remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage. I forgot how pathetic the threat version of that is. Okay, we're just going to deal the 4 damage because I really don't think 2 threats worth it. And then we can't fort with Nick because it's not Widow's turn, unfortunately. We are going to, however, we haven't attacked, it's just through that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think we attacked this turn, we just forted here and got rid of the minions. And then Nick does his thing, which is an attack. So we're going to fort for 1 off the main as honey badger. Now the question is, do I get expansion out? Or do I get regenerative longevity? Oh sorry, we should have healed 1 because of honey badger coming out. We're going to get regenerative longevity out instead, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3 and 1 from here. I forgot she took damage, so we get to ready. So we're just going to fort for 2. Do we flip down? I think we do. We're going to flip down. Sisterly bond is already in there, so we can't do that, unfortunately. Okay, so we're ready. Draw 6 cards here. We're going to draw 4 cards here. Covert Alps, which will be very nice. Okay, so 1, 2. He is attacking here. Nick is going to take it. And he's gone. Actually, I think Nick's. Oh no, he does go plus. He's +1 because he's a Skrull. Yep. Okay, then he's scheming here for 4. We're gonna do counter intelligence. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do counter intelligence to stop. Hang on, let's do this in the right order. So we're gonna use when a boost turn card is turned face up. We can do that. Which is gonna do. We do have to spend a resource to do that though. We're going to spend prism dust to do it. Because it is an attack. So it's going to deal 2 damage to him. And then we deal with damage from her ability. And then we also want to prevent the 2 remaining threat on there. So no threat goes on here. Which lets us trigger our ability again. Which means he goes into stage 2. Okay. I was kind of hoping he had a when reveal superpower so we could scoot by it, but that's what happened. So we're going to shuffle them in. And we get 2 cards out of here instead. So we've got stalwart and his range, that's perfect timing for the covert ops to fail. Okay, so we've hit the first acceleration token. Super-Skrull. And we just got top 2. I don't know how many there are in this, but we seem to have seen this loads. I don't know why. We do have a mental, so we are confused. I'm confused a character you control. Okay, so it is always turn first. We haven't got any end of turn effects, good. Right. Gonna weapon X, deals us damage. Cool, mastery, that's what we're looking for. And then we're gonna flip up. Okay, so we're currently doing 3, but we'll buff it up to 5. Which means we won't need precision strike because we're not going to use it. So we're going to take a damage. It's just 1 damage. Oh, it's take 2 damage. I've messed that up this game. My bad. Which means we're on 5 attack. Okay, so on 5 attack. Can we get anything to get us even more? Yeah, cool mastery. We're gonna use marrow to do cool mastery. So we've got +2. So we're now on 7 attack. We're then also going to do precision strike to get out now on mad. And we're going to do 1 for battle fury. We're just going to keep spawning for a fight. Use Grim Resolve to do battle fury. Less than half your hero's side hit points. This might be a bit risky, to be fair. Actually, do we want to do that? Yeah, we do. So we are attacking for 5 in a minute. 7, sorry. We're attacking for 7. So I'm going to attack for 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And then I'm going to attack for 1 with Honey Badger here. Which readies us. We're going to attack for 7 here. So it's 3 overkill. Which means we're not actually going to get anything out of now. I'm mad. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use Battle Fury. Oh, you discard it? I didn't realise that. So ready. And attack for another 7. Down to 18. As long as it's not guard, spoiling for a fight should work pretty well. We can always Widow Bite and do an extra damage here. I think that's what we're going to do. Discard until, there we go. It's not got quick strike, it's not got guard. We're going to use Widow's Bite to deal 2 damage and stun. Now let's deal with the damage using her ability. And then we're ready with X23 using spoiling for a fight. We attack for another 7. Okay, I think that's it over here. Can't really do anything else. Okay, so we can attack for 2, I guess, or thwart. we're just going to attack for 2. I'm going to flip down. I spend 1, 2 to do counter-intelligence. Draw as a card. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. Outside. To do covert ops. We're going to remove 4 threat. We will confuse him, but he's still at the moment, so we're good. We're then going to safe house. Anything else alter ego based? No, not really. I don't think the game will last long enough for that to matter, but so actually we're just going to use it to get out of Spycraft. Okay, so that's Widow done, so they're both done. We'll draw 5 more here, 5 more here. Yeah, we should be good. 1, 2, 3, which actually we'll just straight away block that. It's the most it can do, so there's no point not doing that. He's going to attack here with 2 boost cards. And overkill. So we're going to defend. So 2, 4, 5. We're defending for 2. So we take 1, 2, 3. We ready? We also discard top 2 cards of our deck. Beldan is stunned. And then he's skimming over here. I've got nothing that's going to stop it now. So 2, 5. So 6. These get shuffled back in. And then we show 2 more. Same 2 again. And some counter cards. Reveal top card of the Super-Power deck. Each of a Skrull minion gets +1 attack. There isn't any Skrull minions, so we're good. Widow. We can put down Surveillance Team. Because why not? Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll put it down. We're going to use Queen Carrier to get down another Spycraft. Draws a card. Yeah, and then we'll do we'll just source this to grab another attack acrobatics to our hand, which we'll just immediately play. Then we'll use Queen Carrier to play intelligence. We'll heal for 3. And we'll flip it. I don't think we'll actually need to do anything because I'm pretty sure X23's got it. So we're going to take 2 damage here. Which means we can then do Blood Rage to do Claw Mastery. So we're attacking for 5 in a minute. Sorry, we're attacking for 7 in a minute with overkill. So we're actually going to go through this guy, deal 2 damage here. And then, yeah. And then we can actually just quick strike to do 7 damage. Okay, so we won. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a completely clean game because I completely thought that was 1 attack for 1 damage for like the whole game for some reason. So probably would have been probably could have died. There's a good chance that we would have, and definitely would have changed the game up. I mean, technically that did 1 more damage, but never mind. And we would have healed for 1. Yeah, and I forgot the healing on this one. I like X23, but I just haven't played it very often, so I was bound to make some mistakes on her. But yeah, not here for X23. We're here for... I probably made some mistakes with Widow. I feel like that's like par for the course of playing Widow. Is something you're probably going to get something wrong. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Move these out of the way. Try and make it a bit easy to read the cards. Well, never mind. Okay, so just do that. We'll just focus on Super-Skrull rather than the modular sets, I think. I'm not 100% sure whether you include the modular sets when you're reviewing CAS. I haven't really reviewed any of the scenarios for CAS before, so let's just flick through and see what we've got. So army schools. The first thing I will say though is that it is pretty fun. Having to work around the 4 different superpowers is really cool. It definitely feels like 4 distinct superpowers you're having to fight every single time they come up, which is great. That's what you want to see. You don't want it being exactly the same every time. Just like a slight stat boost or something like that. Each one feels very unique compared to one another, so which I think is a key part of it. Yeah, man. If I can get through the cards, don't want that many. So many schools. Okay. So I need like a couple of those. Oh, okay. I've got a few mixed up here. Try and separate them, and clearly didn't do a very good job of that. But okay, so okay. I know Kansas also got a Super-Skrull hero, which I think is pretty interesting. I haven't played them yet, but I just saw it when I was looking on Kaz's mod for this one. Which actually probably should have gone for the seal thing, but didn't know. But I'm guessing some of the flavour from that is probably in here, would be my guess. But yeah, so there was 3 hypnotic gazes, so that's probably where we saw it quite a few times. Yeah, okay. Right, so yeah, first of all, the Super-Skrull himself. Just very simple to play, which, I mean, I suppose sounds could be taken as an insult, but it's very much the opposite. Is that you know, the simpler it is to play, the better in a lot of ways. It's nice to have a complex scenario every now and again, but complex scenario should still be simple. Sounds like a complete backwards idea, but they should be really. Once you know what you're doing. But this is a simpler scenario in general. So you've got these three. So not much difference between stages 2 and 3, apart from one extra fort, I think. Yep. But yeah, that power buff from having one single superpower to two superpowers is quite a substantial one. And I'd imagine at the start of the game that'd be even worse. So yeah, very very powerful, good abilities, but not too strong abilities. This one's annoying in a good way, slowing you down, making it more difficult to be able to do something against him, but makes perfect sense for invisibility. Additional boost card, overkill, yeah. Just hits harder, it's perfect, it's exactly what you want. Stalwart and gain ranged, again, covers another base that isn't covered elsewhere. After friend character thwarts the main scheme, deal 1 damage to it. Super-Skrull's attacks gain piercing. Awesome. Theme-wise, I think piercing's a bit strange choice. Indirect damage would make more sense to me, but to be honest, I don't think it's that major of a thing. Piercing still kind of works. You pierce through their skin by melting it, I suppose. But yeah, but the whole punishing you for thwarting the main scheme, that's pretty cool to have one of these do that, rather than just a standard upgrade. Because I don't know what the other schemes are. Yeah, so you get another superpower basically, and the title card, which will give it an amplifier icon. Yeah, so in terms of the actual cards themselves, this is cool. I really like this thematically. One of your allies have been kidnapped, you have to go help them, you have to rescue them. So they could steal them and change into them. Yeah, and it becomes your priority, so crisis. Makes complete sense thematically, and it's pretty cool as a side scheme. After a player attacks Super-Skrull, plays 1 on the main scheme. Galactic Council is an intergalactic organisation encourages to deal with the most important matters of the universe, represented by the race of 8 galaxies and other dimensions. Yeah, again, making the main scheme go a bit faster, which is pretty great. No other effect, but obviously you want to be punching Super-Skrull in the face, so yeah. This is cool. Again, Super-Skrull became one of the enemies of many worlds, seeking to reunite divided Skrull territories. Became one of the 6 most powerful warlords who united themselves against this common foe. Yeah. After the card enters play, when you place control, give the face down boost card. Yeah. Again, one that you want to get rid of, but you could technically ignore it, but you'd soon notice it if you did. So if you're like an event-based hero, this doesn't do much to you, but if you're someone like Black Widow, that one would be an absolute nightmare if it stayed in place. So as we were able to get rid of it, but again, cool. Yeah, forces another superpower out, which again is great. Another way to get these superpowers out is really good for the scenario. Having all of them interact at once is when the more you can get interacting at once is the better this feels. Hypnotic Gaze, yeah, basic stun or confuse. That works well. Yeah, another way to get a superpower out. I'd imagine in 4-player there is quite a few times that you'd run out of superpower cards as well. Didn't really feel it in 2-player because you're getting 2 extra encounter cards. You're pretty unlikely to be able to get all 4 out, but not that it's impossible, but you'd have to get all 3 of these in a row, so you're probably not going to get that. Versatility. Super-Skrull has, yeah, this is a cool one as well. Another one that cares about what it's got, ties in perfectly with this, and again fits in with what you'd expect these things to do. Tough status card for the thing, yes. Indirect damage, there you go, I just said about indirect damage on here. Is on this card. So discard a card from your hand, yep. And basically final clean scheme. Awesome. Invisible force field, again, exactly what you'd expect from an invisible force field. Hit with X, and you know, we've seen a lot of these cards in Champions. They're all over the place, but for a reason, they work well. The minions, didn't really see many of the minions, and when we did, they died pretty quickly. There's a lot of like discard a card, get a, depending on the resource, do something, which I guess ties into the whole school hidden identity type thing, I suppose, is the idea there. Yeah, we didn't really get to see these. But they're pretty great. This guy was pretty cool. Forced us to get this thing out. There isn't actually that many attachments in his deck, so this would potentially deck you out pretty quick if... Oh wait, there's these 3. So actually there's 4 attachments, not including any in the modular sets. So, but pretty cool to force some attachments out. And then these guys are just big hitters and make everyone else hit big, so which works. Got no problem with that. But yeah, overall fun scenario. I think it works really well. Very easy to pick up and play. And there is an insert on it. I'm pretty sure that's the insert from his from Kaji's school campaign. Yeah, scenario 2 of the Super-Skrull campaign. But yeah, it goes over the fact that they're all meant to match the Fantastic Four powers, which they definitely do. And the Critical War set, which is what this is. We didn't really see much of this because we kept doing Ready for a Fight and getting the Critical War stuff out. And I think we got this boost, but we cancelled the boost. So we just managed to avoid all the stuff to do with this, so we didn't really get to interact with this much, other than maybe once or twice when Threat went on every scheme or something, but cool idea. Seems to work pretty well from what little we saw of it. And then of course you've actually got the normal schools. It was these guys who were putting stuff on the scheme for us. But yeah, they're just generic minions that add on to the side schemes, which can be pretty bad. Although Army of Schools, like missing. I think I'm still missing a couple for Army of Schools somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it. Oh, that's Army of Schools. Okay. So that's not actually part of the Super-Skrull set, that's how many skulls. But yeah. So there's your side schemes, and there's a couple more. And this guy's how many skulls as well. That makes more sense. Actually thinking about it. So yeah. Good minion scenario with a couple of good side schemes in there. But yeah, overall, very interesting scenario. Simple to pick up, simple to play. But I imagine could hit you really hard if you're not careful. I mean, we were pretty constantly on low health. Probably wouldn't have made it out with X23 if I'd actually followed the rules properly. But yeah. Yeah. Really cool. Look forward to playing more of it at some point. That's me done. I'll leave you guys to it.